Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and in this video I'm going to tell you about the options that I've had installed on my motorhome and show them to you. Now, I bought my motorhome ordered special direct from the factory so that I could get it equipped the way I wanted it and get the color that I wanted. Now, the factory does offer certain options. Not a lot of options. They don't like to offer a lot of options, but there were several that you could get, which I thought about a lot and then ended up deciding, no, I don't want any options. So I ordered my motorhome without any of the offered options. However, since I got it from the factory, I have installed quite a few options myself of things I really wanted, and that's what I'm going to show you in this video. If you want to look it up, look at it on Winnebago IND website. It's called a Winnebago Forza diesel pusher motorhome. So let me show you around. Now, the factory doesn't offer very many options because there are so many things that most people just don't want. But still, I think they should, because at least make it an option that you can order certain things. Now, one problem is that when RV dealers order RVs for their inventory, they tend to add pretty much all of the options because they don't know where people are going to want them or not, and they would rather have them than not. So that wouldn't work for me, not wanting any of the factory options that are offered. The first thing I had to get was this motorcycle rack, but not many people actually have motorcycles that they carry on the back of their RVs. And another subject, I found that when you're backing up at night, that backup camera is just black. So I had this light installed here and one on that side to help light up the rear so I could see what I'm backing up into. Now, for house batteries, they've always offered lead acid batteries that you have to refill the water yourself. So I wore those down pretty quickly, and I got these two 300 amp hour lithium batteries. And lithium batteries is what you got to have for boondocking. Those regular lead acid batteries are not going to do you much good. But if you're the kind of person who stays in RV parks all the time, then you don't need lithium batteries. But now lithium batteries have become so much cheaper than they used to be that some RV manufacturers are now installing from the factory. So now let's go up and take a look at the roof. Now, I have 1,500 watts of solar panels here, and these are all installed later, of course. RV manufacturers will offer as an option maybe a single 100 watt panel, which if you want solar, you should decline, because it's going to come with a very small solar controller, which is not going to work if you add more solar panels. And I wanted as many as I could fit on the roof. Now, this is a TV satellite antenna, so that was ordered later, and that's something that really I wish had come from the factory. Save time and trouble installing it later. And this is the sewer vent. Now, they come from the factory with a very small plain sewer vent that doesn't do very good. This one is called a cyclone, and it spins around, and it does an excellent job of keeping the waste tank fumes out of the motorhome, which the plain one does not. Now, the bathroom ceiling exhaust fan did not come with this cover, so it was very susceptible to rain. So I had to add this later, and this is a much higher quality exhaust rooftop cover, and I'm going to show you that next from the inside. The factory installed two vents. This one in the bathroom is just simply an exhaust vent, which is okay. But for the vent in the kitchen, I wanted a better one. So I ripped out the original one, threw it away, and got this one, mainly because it has a reverse switch, so it not only exhausts, but it reverses the blades, so it will suck in cool wind from the outside to cool the place down. It even has a remote control, so if you're sitting down somewhere, you can turn it on and do all of the functions. And I really wish the factory had made a choice whether you want the standard fan or the deluxe fan, because I had to waste money buying the new one and throwing away the old one. Now, one thing that was important to me in this closet here, where I do have some storage, but on the bottom I have an automatic electric dishwasher. That's something you rarely see in motorhomes. But I had the dealer where I bought this motorhome install it for me so it was ready when the day I took delivery. And I also had the dealer install 5 additional 12-volt outlets like this, with this one in my bedroom, one in the bathroom, one in the kitchen, one in the dining room underneath the dining table down there, which I use all the time, and one in an outside storage bin next to a 120 outlet. I added 2 paper towel holders, one right above my dining table there, and one here in the bathroom. I don't know why they couldn't have had those installed at the factory. I also had a 120 outlet installed here, a dedicated outlet with a separate cord that goes out to shore power. So when I'm only on 30 amps, this gives me an extra 20 amps to use. I had this kitchen appliance cabinet installed because you don't want these things on the kitchen countertop when you're driving, or they'll end up flying off onto the floor. And there's also a drawer down here to put things in. So that lets me keep all these things secured while I'm driving. Now, from the factory, had all of these controls installed, including this inverter control panel. The one that came from the factory was about half this size and did not do the functions that this one did. So I had the small old one pulled out and this new larger one put in, which has some very nice functions that I like that the old one, plain one, didn't. This lets you, with just a push of a button, to turn the inverter off, which some people do when you're hooked up to shore power. And this button turns off the battery charger. And I do that when I'm on shore power or boondocking with my generator, and I just don't need my batteries charged, but I need the generator on for usually just for air conditioning. I don't want to spend fuel charging the batteries when my solar is going to do that. And it has several other functions with these buttons that the plain inverter control panel that came with the motorhome just would not do. Now, I drink the water from my freshwater tank, which a lot of people don't do. But I'm very particular in the water, so I have it heavily filtered. So right behind my CPA certificate, you can see in here, I have 3 water filters. And each one of those 3 water filters has a different type of filter in it that does a different function. I also have a water filter outside, which is a basic filter. And so now the water I drink goes through 4 different filters. Now, some RVs come with a fan above the driver's seat to keep your head cool while you're driving. Mine didn't, so I had to clamp this one onto there, which is nice to use when the top of my head gets hot in the summer. Now, for several reasons, everybody should drive with a dash cam. And I don't know why, but the factory just didn't think about that in installing a dash cam. So I had to install my own here. You can see the picture a little bit. There you go. So if you have an accident up front, that proves who is at fault. Now, one more thing There are quite a few 120 volt outlets in an RV. And when you're boondocking, you can use them through your inverter, but typically the factory does not wire all of those outlets through the inverter. So only some of them can be used when you're boondocking. Well, I knew I was going to be boondocking a lot, so I had the dealer that I bought the motorhome from install not only those 5 extra 12 volt outlets, but I also had them convert my 120 outlets to where they were all run through the inverter, so I could always use them at all times. And that apparently is a very easy thing to change if you know how to do it. Well, folks, that's pretty much everything that I have upgraded my motorhome to. Some things for you to think about if you are buying a new motorhome, or if you've recently got one and you want to have it fully equipped the way you're going to need it, then these are some things that you might want to think about having upgraded to your RV. Good day, folks.